Hey guys, and welcome back to another Roblox Creepypasta video. Um, yeah, this is the fourth video in the series. I'm really glad I'm starting to do series again, even though this is really the only series I'm doing right now. But I'm glad I'm getting into that series mode. I'm gonna bring back much more series on the channel, or at least I plan to. So yeah, the last creepypasta we looked at was "You Shouldn't Have Joined." It was one of the not that great creepypastas that we've looked at in the series so far. So far the best one was 4 in 1, followed by Blood, and then "You Shouldn't Have Joined." But this one looks promising. This one is called Cursed Account. It looks promising. It's long. There's a few update logs as well as we'll read the story. It looks very detailed. I haven't read it. I've just scanned it. Made sure there's no bad words, etc., etc., etc. But yeah, it looks really good. It looks really good. So I'm really excited to read this. And yeah, let's see what happens. So I recently bought my daughter a used computer for her birthday, mostly a family computer. She has always wanted a computer because it's better to have a computer to use, so everybody in the house could use it. I didn't like buying computers from the store since it costed too much, and this one costed just right. It was a utility computer that was recovered from a house fire, so I was skeptical that it would work, but the owner did show proof that it worked. If it didn't, if it didn't, he said he'd allow a refund if it didn't work. So if it wouldn't work, I'd just refund it. I convinced the owner to give it to me, but he said that his son was killed during the fire and his stuff might be on the computer. When I heard that, my heart sank to the ground. It was saddening, but the computer was cheap and there was nothing else cheaper, so I had to buy this computer. I tried to send in the computer, but I couldn't. Apparently there was no receipt feature, so I would have to get a Windows disk, but that would cost just as much as a PC. So I just delete the stuff on there. There wasn't much though. What could go wrong with the computer? It was a Windows 7 computer that was pretty decent, but only had the computer tower, so I had to buy the monitor and keyboard. My daughter loves to play Roblox, so I decided to download it on the computer for her. And apparently it was already downloaded, but whatever. After this, my daughter started playing, and I carried on with my business. I couldn't stop thinking about the owner's kid. It was depressing because he died in a house fire. A few hours later, my daughter called my name. I went up to her, but it looked like she was creeped out by something. Her character was completely black for some reason. Before, she told me her avatar was a girl with purple hair. "You're on the wrong account." It wasn't, so it was obvious the owner's kid didn't log out of their Roblox account before giving it to us. It was kind of creepy because the kid is whatever. I went to the profile and the account was called Can't Squeal 999. It was weird. I'm guessing that's the kid's account. I took a screenshot of the account before logging out. My daughter logged in her account and a few seconds later she joined the game. The game was made by Can't Squeal 999 that she logged out from. Help was the game name. People make the weirdest games on the site though, so whatever. After this, when it loaded up, all you could see was black, and you could hear hellish noises. My daughter clicked the exit button many times until the monitor froze up. She screamed. I disconnected the cable and saw the monitor go black. A few days have passed and my daughter has been okay, but she said to me that she saw something else on the game, and asked to tell me what she saw. But she starts crying every time I asked. I have also contacted Roblox support, but they have not been responding to my emails. I've been theorizing for days if it was a virus from the Roblox client or it was already installed. I contacted the owner, but he never responded. I went to the doctors a few days ago to fix the problem, to no solution. Some type of mental disorder she now has. After that, I decided I would ban my daughter from playing Roblox. That was the last time she played. If if you want to play this game yourself, search him up, but be careful. I'll start making logs of what's happening, so stay tuned for a while. So this is the first update. It was of the 17th of June. I just had to make sure there, guys. I'm sorry, that was so stupid. But it is the 17th of June 2018. I couldn't refund the computer, so I just kept it in my garage. Just a small update. I don't know what to do with this computer anyway. I have to go now. So obviously there was a swear word there. But I'm gonna leave it in. I'm obviously gonna blur it. But I'm gonna leave in um this weird because it just adds to the story really. I know I did scan for it. I must have missed that one. I'm sorry for that, guys, but I have blurred it. Obviously, we are a family friendly channel, so yeah. Um, Updates on the 5th of July. Yeah, 5th of July 2018. I've been hearing weird noises at night, like crying, and I have been feeling some kind of presence. It has now been getting louder and louder. I've also been experiencing power loss even though the whole neighborhood is lit up, except mine. I'm pretty sure one day it will cease, but I've been dreaming about the figure and I'm kinda scared. I've been shaking the noises off as something else, but today the sounds were different. I started hearing some really deep voice laughing. I'll update when something interesting happens again. I also took a new picture of the profile. Update on the 7th of October 2018. Sorry I haven't updated this. About my daughter, she's doing fine now. Doctors told me she experienced a trauma of some sort and she got a therapist. She doesn't want to tell me what she saw in the game, and the therapist is very busy. After 2 damned months of this strange happening, I finally had the balls to turn off the computer. It booted like normally, except something weird was changed that I noticed. I went on the Roblox page and it went to the sort of sight. The webcam on the computer lit up and I noticed it instantly. The computer turned off and stopped booting up. I threw it in the garbage. It's finally over. Update on the 13th of November 2018. Guys, it's been a month. They've taken my daughter to foster care. I forgot to tell you guys. I did some research. I just found out that the child that was killed in the fire wasn't killed in the fire. He was murdered by the father, and I guess he sold all of his belongings. One was his PC. He never contacted me when I found out. There was people at my door. I'm pretty sure it's the police. I don't know who's knocking on my door this late, but don't worry. I'll keep more logs, so stay tuned. Bro, bro, bro. Okay, bro, that gave me goosebumps, bro. That I wasn't expecting. You know, that was a oh my word. I'm sorry, but like I got goosebumps reading that. Like that in part. Oh my god. I know it's not real, but like oh my god, that is so creepy. Ah. Okay, well, update. This is the best creepypasta story I've heard. There are a few things that could have been better. Okay, don't get me wrong. There are a few things that could have been better with any creepypasta story thing that we read. There could have been a few things. It started off very nicely. I like the amount of detail they added. For everything that they said, they added a story behind it, such as it was an old computer with Windows 7 because they couldn't afford anything else. So that was very clever. And yeah, I just find it very creepy. I honestly didn't like the updates thing. Um, I don't think it really added too much scariness, but the last update was definitely scary. Um, it's been a month, and then he was murdered by the father. So the father was the owner of the computer, right. The father was the owner of the computer, and this person literally had interaction with the father, and one and the father murdered his son, and the son it was the son's PC first. And the scariest part was when he said there are people at my door. I'm pretty sure it's the police. I don't know who's knocking at my door this late, but don't worry, I'll keep more logs, so stay tuned. And then since then there hasn't been another log, so obviously that's implying that the father went there. Oh man, I'm actually getting goosebumps. This was a good story. This was a good story. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Um, yeah, this was a good story. Like, GG. It was what you call it? It was creepypasta of the month for July last year, I think, and I really do see why. Um, Now, guys, you should take some advice from this guy if you guys are writing Roblox creepypastas, etc., etc. This is a good story. It's original, okay. Um, it's got a bit of mystery to it. It's got a bit of what happens next to it. You know, that kind of vibe. And yeah, definitely so far the best creepypasta story I've read personally. So it's definitely Cursed Account, 4 in 1 Blood, and then um, You Shouldn't Have Joined. I just really like this. The grammar could have been a bit better, maybe less swearing. There's only one swear word to be fair. And yeah, I really, 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 really do like this. Like its creepiness is just actually amazing. Like I really did actually get creepiness out of this. Um, Also the cliches. There were barely any cliches. The only cliche I would really say is the game name, you know, and can't squeal 999. Like, you know what would make it even more scary is if the account and the game name was normal, but it's freaky if you just join the game. That would make the game so much more freaky, and I don't think people see that. Sorry, the creepypasta so much more creepy, and I don't think people see that. I think people say, okay, make the account scary, make the game scary, join the game scary. You know, it's scary. But if someone says like, oh, I joined this guy's. Uh, let's think of someone. A creepypasta. I'm just gonna say Goz, for example. If you don't know who Goz is, um, and you just a Roblox player, you encounter Goz, you're gonna be like, okay, he's a clown. He's a clown. That's all he is, and he has a few games, right? You don't know he's gonna be scary, but if you do your research on him, you'll find out he's a Roblox Smurf. That is the kind of thing you need to go for in these creepypastas. You need to go for accounts that are, if you're gonna make an account story, go for an account that appears normal but maybe develops into a creepier aspect along the way, or yeah. But I think that, yeah, this was definitely a very scary one. I really, really enjoyed that last update. I didn't like the update feature, how it went, because honestly, some of them were pointless. Like, um, I couldn't refund the computer. You know, that was pointless. Um, the presence thing was maybe a bit too much as well, but definitely the foster care might have been a bit too much as well. But definitely, there are people about to up. Yo, that gave me goosebumps for days. But anyway, I think this was a very good story, guys. Of course, if there are any more stories you guys want me to check out, be sure to leave them down below because I'll be sure to check them out, of course. And of course, let me know if you guys want me to teach you how to write one of these. From my perspective, that would be a scary story, you know. So yeah, let me know what you guys want to see from me, of course. If there are any creepypastas, even if you've made a creepypasta, leave it down below. I'll be sure to rate it, or review it at least. Um, and yeah, for now, stay safe, gamers.